The Salvation Army's West Women's and Children's Shelter strives to be a safe place for survivors to begin again. We are a domestic violence shelter. We serve vulnerable women. Our survivors are some of the most vulnerable within the community, within Portland. They are often quite isolated and lack resources. They are often within a situation where they're not only trying to care for themselves, but also their children. It's not uncommon for us to get women with 4 or 5 children, sometimes 6 children. We have a 60-bed facility that has 24 rooms. We can meet the needs of survivors from singles to families with up to 6 children. The facility is an undisclosed location within the city so that they're safe. We're an emergency shelter that meets the needs of those that are actively fleeing those domestic violence, sexual violence, stalking, trafficking situations. It's not just that they might be homeless, but it's that they are homeless because of domestic violence. We operate through donor support and some government grants. This funding would help us to support us in expanding our services to do more, to meet the needs of more survivors on a day-to-day basis, to support programming for their children as well. We had a woman who came to us through the national hotline. We brought her in, her and her children. She spent about 10 years homeless between multiple different states, and she found herself in a vulnerable situation and ended up fleeing that situation. And so when she joined us and she had her advocate begin to support her and meet all of these needs, she was able to sort of peel away the layers of the onion, so to speak, in her life. And we were able to eventually get her into housing, her children get into school, and just she had everything sort of provided for her so that now she's able to provide for her own needs. So we have the shelter program, and then we have the housing program, and then we have a children's program. So we have multiple programs to meet the sort of various needs of everybody within the system of care that we have. We have been serving survivors of domestic violence for 40 years. So this program began in the early 80s, and we have been doing that since then.